same as before. Okay, and then right now this again, and then you're gonna say, okay, Mr. Are we done? Not yet. Okay, so right now I hope everybody are comfortable. If you are not 100%, I hope you at least get 80% about understand why the method, how to define it, how to code it, how to catch it. Okay, think about it. In a baseball game, if no catcher, always pitcher. Think about that game. It's going to be a method, right? No catcher to catch the ball. Then that will be the game is not going to work. Okay, same thing here. Okay. The next thing is, are we done now? Okay, on the chapter 5, the method, it did really make some student life miserable. Okay, and then now on the chapter 6, okay, it's getting worse. It's called the array. Okay, it's getting worse. Okay, so I'm going to continue use this one to demonstrate array again. So this is another chance for you to understand the array. Okay, so right now, do you know what? Have you noticed my computer, $200, $500, $100, they are same data type. They are all double. And you can, you don't have to create three variables. The way I don't like this program is what? I have to create these three variables. I have to create this, three things here. I don't have time to type it. So how can I use an array to save in my typing here? Okay, this is how you do it. I'm going to introduce you to array now, okay? And tonight what I'm saying here is going to be on your test too, okay? You know, I know the test question very well because I make it up. I did not copy it from a test bank or something. I handmade each test question, okay? And everything I say, I expect you to know. So everybody ready now? So you're going to create a integer, not an integer array. You're going to create a double array. What are you going to call it? Anything you want. I call it my ARY. And this guy, you're going to do what? You have to use new. It's a double. How many of you? I think I need 3 for now. I just need 3 for now. Because one for what? Why I need 3 here? Because the one for this guy, one for book, one for PC, one for paper. So I just need 3 for now. Okay? And then now, okay, what I'm going to do is that, once I have that, instead of my X here, I will say my array 0 like that. Okay? And my array 1 like that. And my array 2 like that. Make sense to that, everybody now? Make sense now? I'm start storing your curving board. Okay, if you know how to walk, let's go ahead and run. Okay, I'm going to show you how to run, jogging, okay? Next time, if you know how to jogging, let's go ahead and learn how to fly. Okay? So I'm going step by step now. You need to understand. You can write program. The reason I like programming so much. When I've been programming 25 years now. Okay, 10 years ago I said I want to retire to own a small business. But you know what? I was not a good businessman, so I didn't maybe own a gas station or something. Or McDonald's or something, buy a franchise or the Subway. But I didn't do that. 10 years ago I didn't do that. Some of my friends did that. But anyway, I continue my programming job. And then recently I think about I'm going to retire in 10 years, 65 years old. You know what? The more programming I work here, I really enjoy it. I don't think I want to retire. Maybe I will write my last night code on my deathbed, right? You know what? So the AT&T continues sending me a paycheck to heaven, right? So, the reason the programming here, sometimes I'm frustrated. I cannot show you the good thing about programming. Some of you feel like, okay, when you go home, open that book, it's a headache. If you feel headache, you are not doing the right thing. It's wrong. It should be a very enjoyable. You should say, I don't want to study calculus. I don't want to start. I just want to start programming. The more I read, you are more enjoy. Okay. So right now, do you see that I start using the array now? Okay. Some of you, oh man, array. It's getting harder now. Okay, getting array, and then what we do here. Should I have to pass in these 3 variables? And then you see, the beauty of the array is like that. Your argument is getting smaller now. Did you see that start seeing the beauty now? Let's type in. Array make a developer life is much easier now. Okay, think about it. If you have 200 items. If you bought 200 items, book, pen, desk, furniture, whatever, refrigerator, then you're going to type the 200 variable in your program. But why don't you create an array of 200 elements? And then make your method much easier. I mean, do everybody understand what I'm talking about? If you don't know how to use an array, this argument here, if you have a 100 item, you're going to put 100 variable, right? I mean, that's the only way you can do, right? Am I right? Not going to be ugly and messy, and your life going to be miserable. So you need to know how to use array. Array is powerful. And some of you are struggling with it. I mean, it wastes your time to struggle it because you're making your job easier, okay? Okay, and then okay, I start changing my code now here. And then how about my compute sum? I have to change my compute sum now. But let's go ahead. Do I have to change this one? No, you don't have to change it. No, you don't have to change it. No, you don't have to. This guy has to change it. No more 3 arguments now. We only have a 1. It's a double array, so you just say, how are you going to call it? You can call it you can call it the PARY, whatever you want. And here, okay, and here you can you no more this like that, okay? Then you can say PARY 0. Okay, plus PARY 1 and plus PARY 2, then you are done. But let me tell you, if you write this code, am I going to hire you? No, I'm not going to hire you. Maybe I fire you if you write code like that. Because you don't know how to use a for loop. If you have an array, you got to have a for loop. When you go out with your girlfriend, you got to what? Go to a restaurant, right? Have a nice dinner, right? You don't want to go have my hamburger, right? When you use array, you got to use the for loop. Array without a for loop is nothing. It's worthless. Make sense to everybody now? If you go to write me this code, you say, Mrs. Duan, okay, what is wrong with my nice code here? You're right. You only have 3 elements. How about if you have 1 million element? How are you going to do it? You keep adding, right? 1 million item, right? That's not that's not good. So let's go ahead and use the for loop here now. Okay. So how do you use for loop here? Okay, and then you're going to say, okay, for loop. Remember now, did you see that when I use the array, do you see that this is 0 is a location, this is 1 is a location, this is 2, right? If you can replace this 0 with I, then your program will be more powerful now. So your I started with 0, that means point this guy. When your I become 1, you're talking about this guy. When your I is 2, you're talking about this guy. So that's making perfect sense using a for loop. So let's go ahead and start it with the for loop now, okay? So we have always the idea. I will say I'm going to use I, starting with 0. The zero is this guy, okay? And then our I less than how many? I have 3 items, right? Okay, and then I plus plus, okay? And then inside here I will say plus equal what's that? PARY is I like that. Okay, don't forget about this guy here. Okay. By the way, you want to declare this guy here outside. If you don't do that, if you don't put this 9 outside, this guy is going to complain because the scope. Okay. Starting with 0. Okay. When you have a double sum here, this sum only recognized inside this very small area. If you put a double sum outside, the entire program will see the sum here. Okay, so I have to take out this double here. Okay, and then I think that's you see that's much perfect now. So if you have a 1 million item, all you need to change it is like that, 1 million, something like that. So you don't have to say plus 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 plus. Okay, okay. And another thing is, sometimes I told you, right, it's not good to use 3 because it may change it to 10, right? So you better use the length. You have to learn how to use length, this guy. If you don't know how to use this guy, he's going to tell you how many items in the data. You don't have to change it. Next time they have many items, you don't have to change data. So that's a beauty. That saves you a job a lot, okay? And then, I think I'm almost done now, okay? So let's go ahead and compile, make sure everything will work here. Oh, we got some error here now. So what is
I was going to ask about my array.
Huh?
The double my array.
Double my array.
But you calling it
critical state of expression here. So, here I should not say double. I have to remove double because I already declared it. Okay, that's a problem here. Okay, that's perfect. So right now, what I want to do then, I want to kind of, okay, tonight very important is I want you to see the photo. Okay? Some of you are struggling here with the photo and array. Okay, I'm going to put it here to show you array, how the photo and the array work here. So everybody ready now? Okay, let me go ahead and run this program now. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and continue now. $200 for the book, $100 for PC, paper, $100. Okay, I'm jump to here now. Okay, did you see that? Okay, right now because at the end of the program, I'm calling this compute sum now. So right now I want you to see the magic behind the scene, the for loop, how they work. I mean, I've been telling you, say the loop going to loop 3 times, 4 times. You don't see it, you don't believe it, right? So I'm going to show you it going to loop 3 times here. Okay, everybody, now I'm going to show you now. Okay, right now my sum is 0, and what is my I here? I want you to look carefully here, and I want you to watch carefully this right here, this panel here. Okay, so right now my sum is 0, and what is my I? I have not decided. Okay, I'm going to run it. So did you see that? Right now, I is 0. And 0 is point to, if you remember, your array has 3 elements. I think they have $200 for the book, $500 for the PC, what's that, paper for $100.